For years, one of Hollywood's most famous stars has kept a part of his life completely hidden from the public eye. Behind the cameras, the red carpets, and the billion-dollar franchises, there exists a secret world that only a handful of people have ever witnessed. But today, on Hollywood Star News, those doors finally open, and what we find inside is far more than just metal and machines. At first glance, it might seem like an ordinary collection of cars, but in reality, it is a breathtaking mix of history, engineering, personal memories, and staggering wealth. Inside Vin Diesel's private garage lies not only some of the rarest and most expensive vehicles on Earth, but also a hidden story that reveals who he really is. And the deeper we go, the more shocking the discoveries become. What starts with a single muscle car quickly unfolds into a timeline of his career, his emotional journey, and even his greatest struggles. Stay with us, because what you're about to hear is not just about horsepower, it's about the man behind the wheel. When fans think of Vin Diesel, one image instantly comes to mind. Dominic Toretto sitting behind the wheel of a black 1970 Dodge Charger RT. This car has become a symbol of family, loyalty, and power throughout the Fast and Furious saga. But what most people don't know is that Vin Diesel doesn't just drive this car on screen, he owns one in real life, and not just any Charger. It's a custom-built monster he purchased for a jaw-dropping $1 million. While the cars used in the films were often replicas or modified props, Diesel's personal Charger is a beast of engineering. Fitted with an 871 supercharger, an advanced electronic fuel injection system, and nitrous injectors that push its power to nearly 1,200 horsepower. It is more than a car. For him, it is a piece of living history, forever tied to the emotional ending of the first Fast and Furious movie, when Dom and Brian's destinies collided on the open road. That single car is a reminder of how it all began, but it is only the first secret of his garage. Next to it sits another legend, the 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, painted in a striking red. This car represents Dom Toretto's rebellious spirit in the movies, but for Diesel, it represents something more, a continuation of American muscle history. With its legendary LS6 engine producing up to 450 horsepower, the Chevelle was one of the fastest cars of its era and remains one of the most desirable collector cars today. Owning one is not just about style, it's about cementing his place in automotive history. But even that pales in comparison to the next reveal. Among the crown jewels of Diesel's collection lies a machine so rare and powerful that it was banned from NASCAR for being too fast, the 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona. With its towering spoiler and aerodynamic nose, this car was designed to dominate racetracks, and it did exactly that, forcing NASCAR to rewrite its rulebook. Only 503 were ever built, and of those, just 70 were fitted with the 426 Hemi engine, producing 425 horsepower. Today, these cars are worth millions, with some selling for as high as $3.3 million at auction. Vin Diesel owns one of these ultra-rare gems, solidifying his reputation not just as an actor who drives cars on screen, but as a true collector of automotive history. But the surprises don't stop with muscle cars. As his career grew, so did his taste for exotic supercars, and one of the most jaw-dropping in his garage is the Lycan Hypersport. This futuristic machine from Lebanon costs around $3.4 million and was made famous in Furious 7 when it was seen leaping between skyscrapers. Its headlights are literally encrusted with diamonds, and its 780 horsepower twin-turbo engine allows it to hit 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds, reaching a top speed of 245 miles per hour. Only 7 were ever built, and one belongs to Diesel, making it not just a car, but a symbol of his transition from street racing films to blockbuster spectacle. Then comes another priceless piece, the 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Grand Sport. Only 5 were ever made, and today each one is valued at more than $7 million. Its unique racing design and legendary V8 engine make it one of the rarest cars in the world. Vin Diesel purchased one after starring with it in Fast 5, showing how his on-screen experiences directly inspire his real-life acquisitions. And while Vin Diesel's films often showcase motorcycles, his real-life passion has always stayed with cars. Though he's been linked to futuristic custom bikes in movies like Babylon AD, his garage is overwhelmingly filled with four-wheeled machines that define his legacy. But beyond the gleaming chrome and roaring engines, Vin Diesel's story is not just about cars. It's about his rise, his struggles, and his determination. At just 7 years old, he and his twin brother broke into a New York theater planning mischief, but instead of being arrested, they were handed scripts and offered a place in a children's program. That moment changed everything. Years later, after being rejected in Hollywood for being too different, Diesel wrote and produced his own short film, Multifacial. That film caught the attention of Steven Spielberg, who cast him in Saving Ryan Private, launching his career. From there came Pitch Black, then The Fast and the Furious, and the rest is history. Yet Diesel didn't just act, he built his empire. He created his own production company, One Race Films, and began producing projects that gave him both creative control and financial power. By 2025, his net worth was estimated to be $250 million, with single paydays as high as $47 million, thanks to his producer credits. He is also the voice of Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy, proving his versatility in Hollywood. But even with such success, Diesel remains private about his personal life, living quietly with his longtime partner Paloma Jimenez and their 3 children. In a touching tribute, he even named his youngest daughter Pauline after his late friend and co-star Paul Walker. Of course, fame comes with challenges. In 2023, he faced serious allegations in a lawsuit, some of which have already been dismissed in court, while others remain pending. Diesel has strongly denied all claims and continues to fight them while focusing on his work. Despite the storm, he remains dedicated to his fans, working tirelessly on Fast X Part 2 and teasing the return of beloved cars like Walker's Supra. And that's where the real shock of Vin Diesel's garage comes full circle. It isn't just about horsepower, luxury, or wealth. It's a living museum of his life. Each car tells a chapter of his story, from the muscle cars that defined his image to the hypercars that reflect his rise as a global superstar. Together, they form a tribute not just to his career, but to his resilience, his loyalty, and his legacy. This has been Hollywood Star News, and if you were stunned by the secrets hidden inside Vin Diesel's garage, just wait until you see what we uncover next. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Hollywood story. The biggest secrets are still ahead, and you won't want to miss them.